Okay, what I want to do now is I want to continue with graphing lines. This is section 2.4 video, part 4. And I want to talk in this section about graphing vertical and horizontal lines. Now, let me remind you of a couple of things. I'll give you a note, then we'll do our examples. Remember when we're graphing vertical and horizontal lines. You will notice those because they won't have both variables in them. Remember, vertical lines has just a x, and horizontal lines has just a y. But before we even get to that, let me give you this note. Take this note down. Before graphing any vertical or horizontal line, solve the equation for the variable it contains. So in other words, here's what this means. If your equation has just a x, get the x by itself. So you want, before you graph it, you want it to look like x equal a number. Same way if it's a y, you want it to be y equal a number. All right, I'm going to do two things with you. First, I'm going to show you shortcuts. Then I told you I will explain why. If it has just a x, why that's vertical, and if it has just a y, why that's horizontal. Okay, so let's look at these. All right, so write these instructions down. Graph the following. Graph the following. And then I want you to write these three examples down. Now, don't write this up here. Don't write vertical lines. I just want you to write graph the following, example 1, 2, and 3. Now, notice in all three of these, it has just an x. That is what tells me that it's a vertical line. So it's not going to tell you in the instructions it's a vertical line. It'll just say graph the following, and when you see just an x, you're going to know that that's a vertical line. All right, I'm going to show you the shortcut first, and then I'll come back and explain it. So if I want to graph it first, the note you just took says solve the equation for the letter that's in it. Is this solve for x? Yes. So there's no work to be done here. But there's some work to be done here. I've got to solve it for x first. You'll see why in just a minute while we're doing this. Now it is solved. And then I want to solve this one for x. So I want to graph this vertical line, and this vertical line. All right, let's do that. All right, let me show you the shortcut to it first. Here's all you do to graph x equal 3. You come over to where x is 3, which is right here, and draw a vertical line. And there's your row. Now, when you do it on the computer, you're going to have to plot points. So you'll come over here and click and put a point, go up one, click and put a point, and it'll draw your line. Okay? Now, let's graph this one. Graph x equal -3, vertical line. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. So come over to where x is -3, draw a vertical line. And then this last one, graph x equals 0, goes through the origin, it's just a vertical line. So it's a vertical line that sits on top of the y-axis. Now, I told you earlier I would explain why. Now I'm ready to do so. Why is x equal 3 a vertical line? Here's why. Look at the points that's on this graph. This is, listen to the ordered pairs. 3, 0. 3, 1. 3, 2. 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, etc. In every one of those ordered pairs, what is x? It's 3. So that's why x equal 3 is a whole line of points, because every point on that vertical line has an x number 3. So that's why x equal a number is always a vertical line. X equal a number, vertical line. X equal a number, vertical line. What are the slopes to all of these lines? Undefined. Now let's look at the other. All of these have y's in it. So what we have to do first is solve all of these equations for y. This one is solved for y. This one is not. I'm going to add the 4 across. And then here, add the 4 across. Get y equals 0. So just a y, just a y, just a y. Horizontal line, horizontal line, horizontal line. 0 slope, 0 slope, 0 slope. All right, so let's graph it. If I graph y equal -4, it's a horizontal line through y equal -4. So go down on the y-axis, because that's y, and draw a horizontal line. Now again, on the computer, you're going to have to plot a point, and click, and then move to the right and click. Y equal +4. So go up to where y is 4 and draw a horizontal line. And then y equals 0. Is a horizontal line because it has just a y through the origin. So y equals 0 lies where? On top of the x-axis. Now let me show you right quick. I'll just pick one of these. You show you this one. Why do we call y equal 4? Why is it a horizontal line? Look at these ordered pairs. 0, 4. 1, 4. 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. In every one of those ordered pairs, the second number, y, is 4. So if you graph y equal a number, all of those ordered pairs go this way. If you're graphing all the ordered pairs where the first number is the same, they all go this way. That's why that works the way that it does. Okay, the last thing that I want to leave you with in this section is with a note and just a few examples. So take down this note. Just a second. Yeah, take down this note right here. If we are given any 2 points on a line, if we are given any 2 points, 2 ordered pairs, 2 points on a line, we can find the slope of the line that passes through the 2 points by using the slope formula. Okay, so here's what I'm about to show you now. If I give you the equation of a line, remember the equation is the thing that has the x's and the y's and the equal sign. If I give you the equation of a line, how do we find the slope? You put it in slope-intercept form. Like a while ago, if I gave you 5x plus 2y equal 10, you solve it for y, move the x over and divide. You solve it for y and you can get the slope. But what I want to do now is I want to show you how to find the slope of a line. Not if you know the equation, we know how to do that. But what if I give you two ordered pairs and you don't have the equation, but you have 2 points? Can you quickly find the slope of the line that goes through those 2 points? And the answer to that is yes, you can. All right, before I do this example, let me show you what the note you just took down. Here's what it said. Don't worry with what's up top. All right, what did I say you're going to be given? 2 ordered pairs. So you're going to have like 7, 2 and 5, 3. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come to the first point, and right up under that ordered pair, we're going to call it x1, y1. Right up under the second ordered pair, we're going to call it x2, y2. And then we're going to take and use the slope formula. So write that slope formula down. You need to memorize the slope formula. Pause the video if you need to there. Okay, let's do 3 examples and that'll close out this section. Write these instructions down. Find the slope of the line that passes through the 2 given points. All right, now I've asked you to do this before, going to ask you to do it again here. I'm going to put the problem up. And what I want you to do is pause the video and copy it. Okay, so pause the video now and copy part A. Okay, now pause the video and copy part B. And then last, pause the video and copy part C. Now, this is super easy here. So this is what the problem will look like right here. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to come right up under the 2 ordered pairs and you've got to label it. x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, I have seen students in the past call this x1, x2. That doesn't even make sense. Ordered pairs is never xx. It's xy, first point, xy, second point. Now, write the formula down. Make sure you memorize the formula correctly. And then you just plug the number straight in. y2 is -2 minus y1 is the 7. x2 is the 1 minus x1 is -3. Yes, you have to put another negative there. So that would be -9 over, and then in the bottom, 1 minus -3, double negatives gives you a positive. So the slope there is -9/4. Okay, this next example is the exact same kind. Label x1, y1, plug straight into your slope formula. And when you do, you end up getting 0 over -6. And 0 over any number, if you take your calculator, is 0. So if the slope is 0, that means that this line right here must be horizontal. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it. Just trust me. If you want to do it, you can. Draw a graph and plot these 2 points, and you'll see they're straight across from each other. That's why that slope is in. Don't leave it 0 over -6. Write it 0. And then this last one is the other side of that coin. So you take your ordered pair. You label your first ordered pair x1, y1, your second ordered pair x2, y2. Plug straight in. But remember, division by 0 in mathematics is undefined. What's undefined? The slope is. So if the slope is undefined, that means that this line must be vertical, which means the equation has just an x in it. We don't have the equation, but it would have just an x in it. Now, if you plot these 2 ordered pairs, you'll see that they stack on top of each other because both of the x numbers is 4. This is going to be x equal 4 in this one. But anyway, all you've got to do is get to right there. That's all you're doing in that problem. Okay, so this completes section 2.4. Had 4 videos. So you can now work on this assignment.